Would you ever compete for a bitch?
Why are you calling them bitches?
Right. Would you ever compete for an independent woman?
No. Hell no.
No. INDEPENDENT.
I don't understand why. I don't know why women think that's a good quality to have, is to be independent. The whole point of being with somebody is technically you're sharing your life with them. That means you're being dependent on somebody in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Why would like a woman try to sell you that? Like tell
They
you
do that? They're
Well,
like, I'm an independent. Well, yeah, they proclaim it.
Come on.
That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm independent. I don't need you. I just want you. You can miss me with all of that.
Who wants that?
You can miss me with all of that.
It's like, all right, there's the door.
I respect the fact that they're independent. That's great.
more power
But
to
guess
you.
what? I'm independent too. I can do this myself if I wanted to, like just be by myself.
Well, I mean, it
that's
depends,
that's
like, what do you
asking.
really
That's
want,
like
though?
saying, hey, I know how to be alone.
Yeah.
Good job. You're alone. Like,
Maybe they
how you gonna
enjoy
tell
it.
me
Maybe
that
they're
I'm
just
great at
really
being alone?
introverted.
That's the exact translation in my head. It's like, I'm great at being alone. Then be alone.
Okay. Maybe I can like Photoshop that and then it could become a meme. And then that's how we blow up.
Damn, you're just looking for ways just to pop.
Yeah. What the hell are we doing this for? Independent though.
Let me just
No,
say
no,
this.
but I think it's just all upfront. They don't want to be independent. Maybe they just want the option to be. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, I mean, they don't want to be put in a position where they're disadvantaged.
It's more like it's a safety thing. I think they're like, oh, what happens if like he
Yeah,
abandons
exactly.
me,
If it doesn't
whatever.
work out,
It's
and
fear.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just funny because like, you know, what they say, it's women who typically leave relationships, at least marriages.
Well, to end, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the guy that decides whether he wants to be in a relationship in the first place.
Yeah, but most men want to be, even though they shouldn't. But not that they shouldn't. More like
They're not ready for it.
they're the ones who should be making the decision. Well, I don't know if they're ready for it or not. I don't know. I mean, I've only ever been in 3, so I don't know if that's a lot or a little. I did decide all 3 of them, so
Yeah, exactly.
there's that.
You see, that's the thing that a lot of guys usually don't, you know?
What do you mean? Oh, she pressures? She's like, hey, what are we?
Well, there's that, but then also the fact that usually the woman is the one that dictates whether it continues or not, you know? The guy decides whether he wants to start it, right? The woman is usually the one that decides whether they want to end it or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then if a guy wants to end it, like, it's much more difficult for him to do that compared to a woman, you know?
Why?
Because what a woman will do is, you know, confuse you and make up bullshit about like why
It's not
they're
bullshit. It's bullshit.
bullshit. Why it's a good reason for them to be together. And then if a guy doesn't have clarity of why he's doing it, then he'll fall into that, you know, mindset of like, oh, you have a point. Ending this a lot sooner than, you know, I need to. Maybe we should try it, keep working on it or something like that. That's just my opinion on that. Like, let's circle back to the independent thing. Like, that's not an attractive feature. I mean, that's great. More power to you that you're
But it's not
independent.
really independent, though. That's the thing. It's not real independence. Real independence is like by yourself. No, if you get into some shit, you need your tire changed, you're going to call a dude.
Dude, okay, that's a different type of... No.
You're going to have to pay some motherfucker to do it.
That's the same thing.
No,
I mean,
but even if it's some shit, like, dudes are willingly giving services for free. So it's like, you're not
that part,
independent.
no, yeah, but that's women taking advantage of their femininity.
I know, but when it comes to like what actual independence is, it's not actual independence.
I know.
You can't do it by yourself.
They can if they're paying for it.
Even the small things like, hey, you go into the car dealership, you want someone to like take you seriously, or you don't want to be convinced by the salesman to buy more than you need. You bring your dad, you bring a brother, you bring a friend who's probably male, and you do that. Or if you need something hung somewhere high or it's heavy, you need help moving, you don't call your girlfriends, you call your guy friends because they can pick up heavy shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, independent, not really.
And we're not saying that every woman is that way. I mean, you might be, but most women is in that same situation. Like,
No one's really independent. Like,
no one really is independent. Yeah, that is true.
I have tried to live my life as independent as possible, and it's really hard for me to accept help, so I understand where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't a dude, so what is it? Shoulders are married to carry, something like that. Shoulders are made to carry. We're like fucking Atlas over here. I learned that from you. It's the guy with the globe on his shoulders. What was it that he asked for? He didn't ask for a lighter load. He asked for wider shoulders. Ain't that some shit? Maybe I'm making it up, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, because I've never heard that before.
Really?
The wider shoulders?
Yeah, he didn't ask for a lighter burden. He asked for wider shoulders because it's his burden to carry, I guess. You know, I should read up on this.
Probably.
Okay, so I did end up reading up on it, and Atlas asked, quote, I asked not for a lighter burden, but for broader shoulders. So basically, he's like cursed with holding the sky up or the world up, whatever. So that's that. It's like there's so many things that we say, like idioms and like sayings that we share all the time that most people don't even know where the fuck they came from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is there one that you use all the time that you have no clue the origin of?
The eye is drawn to the heart's desire. I got that from an anime.
Obviously, that's some anime shit.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I think I put that in my.
No.
Yeah, I put that in my. What is it called? High school.
Oh.
What do they call it?
Yearbook.
Yearbook.
Really?
I think I did because I was reading a comic at that time or a manga.
Yeah, I remember that year where everyone's like signing each other's yearbooks. Mm-hmm. You wanted it.
I wanted it.
Oh.
Yeah, because I didn't want to be left out. I was left out of prom. Ours was on a yacht in SF.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck's gonna pay, was it hundreds of dollars to go on a
It
yacht?
was.
One, you ride a bus a couple hours
Yeah.
to drive there. So I don't understand the point. Like,
dude, it's a yacht. You know, if you don't see yourself buying a yacht, at least that's an experience.
You
And to
should
have
see
it at a
yourself
yacht,
buying a yacht.
at a young age, like that would have been dope. And the only reason why we got the hookup is because the principal, his family owned the yacht. Yeah.
real? Was that the case?
Yeah.
what?
Family was
some
rich.
rich dude? Mm-hmm. Really? That always seemed weird.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we're gonna put you guys on a yacht.
And the school definitely didn't have the money for it.
Yeah, I didn't go. I didn't want to go though.
I did.
I didn't do the yearbook. I think I remember people asking me to write in the yearbook.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
did.
why the
I
fuck
did.
are you asking me? We're not friends.
I know they all did for me too, but
Yeah.
it's not like they were, fucking with me either. So
I think I wrote in every single one, have a great summer. Have
a great summer?
That's it. Or something like
I
that.
wish I was a dick. I would have been like, fuck your life.
Why?
Figure it out on your own.
Or just
Hopefully
be
you
like,
read this
just
and
write
you'll
your
find
name.
out I
Just
said,
write your name.
fuck you.
I don't know. I just never read it.
No, because it was just all
remember
fake.
high school.
It was fake though.
It all was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we all had this like.
Not me.
I know you didn't, but for me, I had this imaginary like thought of it being so important when it was just the beginning. I thought that was like the end of like my greatest time, which I didn't even have a great time either.
High school's a miserable
High
place.
school was trash. That was my worst experience in life.
It's not like you got bullied or anything, did you?
Yeah, a little bit in the beginning.
In the beginning?
Yeah.
I was never bullied. I just knew it was a waste of time, but it's just some bullshit I got to go through. I had a trig teacher who didn't understand trig. We would literally teach it to her. And I was like, "Ugh, this is what you get when you're a 25-year-old,
No, just give me a
relatively
100%.
attractive math graduate, whatever. I'm just like, she's like reading this shit, and I'm just like, how the fuck did I get here? Like, what did I do? And it just pissed me off every time we get in that math class. I'm like, this is what the school decided to hire. I feel like I could be a teacher.
No, but you need like teaching credentials essentially to.
I could be a teacher. Without the credentials, I don't need a credential. The fuck? I know math. Bitch, this calculus. I could start from fucking counting numbers all the way to calculus. And I can show. See, this is the problem. They ruin math for people because you think these are these separate, distinct subjects when you go in from algebra, then geometry, then algebra 2.
But it's all
then trig.
connected.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
So if you lose the grasping at one stage because some teacher doesn't give a shit to bring you along, then you're stuck. So that's really what happened.
What happened to me? I was in algebra 2, didn't really do well, and then I still was considered passed, and then went to trig, and then I messed up.
Yeah, they set you up for failure.
No, but that was my fault because I just wanted to be, up there with, some of the other people in my like honor classes. So.
Yeah, but it's the teacher's job, the previous one to make sure that doesn't happen, and the next one to make sure that you're caught up. No child left behind was a thing back then, remember? But children were left behind all the time. But yeah, I could teach you. I could teach anybody. That's why I read the book, because I knew the teacher was unreliable. No, really, I would read these books. Even in college, I read the books. They're just there to collect a paycheck, man.
It's a job.
It's a job. The money talks, man. Would you be a teacher?
If there was like an incentive where if I have my students be successful, get them to a level where they can actually get a really good job, then there's an incentive where I get paid for that.
You want to monetize students?
Yes.
All right, fine.
Think about it. Like,
That's a good
like,
incentive.
yeah,
That's a good incentive for sure.
to actually care
better
about
than now.
every individual.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, oh, the more people I make successful, the more money I can make.
That's a really cool incentive because like teachers aren't going to complain about pay or
And
anything.
you're helping society
right? And the
by-
ones who suck are going to like wash out.
Well, yeah, I mean, and then like, let's say maybe there's like an extra bonus if you were able to somehow, you know.
Get them back on track.
Exactly.
Ah, dude. Yeah, we could change it all.
That's
Teachers
right
would
there.
not like it though.
Well-
Teachers would not go for that.
Well, essentially, that's like a sales incentive.
Yeah, so I get it. It's like it's more work, but most people, when they're presented with the option of easy versus hard, they'll always take the easier path.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
That's true. That is true.
That's why I always constantly like remind myself, if it's hard, I probably should do it.
That's
It's
why
gonna
you should
suck.
just ride with me tomorrow because it's hard.
No, that's
And
just torture. That's torture. No.
So I'm trying to convince this guy to go snowboarding with me, but he's very reluctant in going because he doesn't want to deal with the drive.
Sitting in the car is exhausting, man. Even if you're not the one driving. I'm just stuck there.
It wasn't bad
I don't know, maybe I'm just traumatized from my road trip.
because you drove last time.
It was the traffic. If we had gotten there when it said we were going to get there at the beginning, I would have been fine.
Yeah, but we can't control.
I know. That's why I'm just like
That's why you had a bad experience.
I was like on the edge, just deciding whether or not this was worth it or not.
I know.
At that point,
point,
it was
it
worth
wasn't.
it. It was worth it. And then the time just kept on increasing. Don't you hate that shit? When you're on a road trip and then the time just increases. This is California shit, bro. It doesn't happen anywhere else. I also remember one time we were on the road again, stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. We were looking on the.
We were stuck in traffic, right? And then there was 2 cars on the left side of us, right? One car right in front of is an older white guy. He's dozing off in traffic, and right behind him is a black lady.
Oh yeah, it was a black lady.
Yeah. Slowly, his car starts to roll back because we're on a hill. Slowly. Me and Eimer are just like, we look at each other. Oh, it's about to hit. It's about to hit. And then it hit. We were
Yeah,
like,
it's like a slow bump though. It's just a
yeah, it
slow
was like boom. And then me and you were like, oh! The white guy wakes up because he was dozed off. He was like slowly knocking out. He wakes up, he looks back, and then the girl was just like, it's fine. We just tapped.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then he was like, I'm sorry.
I like this because I remember it differently.
Really?
It was the woman who rolled back.
No.
That's how I remember it.
No.
That's how I remember it.
I know.
The woman rolled back,
No.
and then she bumped into the guy who was dozing off, and then he just waved her off. It's like it's all good.
No.
This is a good discussion on memory.
The
though.
guy was sleeping. He rolled back.
No. The guy was stationary, and she rolled back. Who knows? But we can't tell because like we have the same memory. I remember it too. That's crazy.
Oh my god, that's crazy how we got our stories like switched right there.
Yeah, we got the gist of the story. It's just
Yeah.
the parties were switched. And I'm pretty sure I'm right. I remember him just like, it's all good. Because black women aren't cool with that shit.
Dude,
You know that.
it was a tap.
Yeah, I know, but you think a black woman would just be like, oh no, it's Gucci. It's all good.
You can't
This
just
white man
assume all black women are
I'm
gonna be
just
like
saying,
that.
my version of the story makes more sense with the people
No.
involved. You know?
I
That's the
know
thing,
I'm
like,
right.
How could you ever know? Because if they did brain scans of both of us, they would both be saying we're telling the truth. They'd be both saying the memory center of our brains are firing up as if it was a real memory. But there's no way to know. And that's the nature of our world. All the things that people say.
Actually, if they scan both of our memories, right? They pull up the license plates, they do the research on and see if there was a file claim.
Fuck. This
Yeah.
is like Minority Report.
I'm just saying, like, there's a way.
It's like, all right, we can figure out who was in which car.
Exactly.
Yo, wouldn't it be crazy to meet those people? It's like, I saw you.
I saw you. You hit her.
To them, it's just like, what?
What? Yeah, I know.
Well, as you noticed, you guys, I cleaned up my beard for you guys. Not for you guys, I just decided it was time.
It looks the same to me.
I know, that's what I'm talking about. It's all the same.
It's how you clean it up, man.
Okay, leave it in the comments. What do you think? I need to hire somebody to do this for me. Just like be my daily.
If you had a wife.
I had a situation.
The situationship?
Yeah. I took care of it, but it was a bit of a time commitment because I just had to sit there.
Yeah. And it takes longer when if it's a woman.
they're perfectionists,
No,
it takes forever.
No. If it's a woman, let's be real. They take longer because
It has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I'm just like, oh, no, it's good enough. It's like, no, it's not even.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see it. See, that's what women are good for. We were trying to think of on the podcast, like, what a girlfriend's good for. Trimming your beard.
That's it? Sex is not one of them?
That's a given, bro. That's basic, bro. It doesn't need to be mentioned. That's like baseline. It's like the minimum. Like you could, no, but a man does it for a woman too, so it's like they cancel out. Like a guy isn't trimming his girlfriend's beard, so that's a plus.
I'll help like trim the bush, you know?
Do you?
I've never done it, but I would.
It's like, no, you gotta use the number 2 guard here.
I got you, girl. Let me figure it out. I'll give you an uptown fade.
Yeah. No, a downtown fade. I hope we recorded it.